Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Smilla from CZT Ingrid Scheidt. I hope I got that close. All right. This is an interesting one. Really neat. I mean, the look and the construction, really. All right, we start off with an orb in the center of wherever you want it small. And then basically C-shape curve lines around the outside, like you're making a little daisy. Honestly, I don't think it matters how many you get, just, fit them all the way around. Then, and this too, it doesn't matter what direction you do these C shapes, but we're going to do kind of like a scallop, but we're going to have them be like spokes coming out of the center. Let me just double check that, because all of a sudden my brain went, yes, in the center. All right. And all right, I'm just gonna go this way. So from the center and as far out as you want to go. And let me look. Okay. And I don't think there was anything else. So however far out you want to go. And then I recommend turning your tile or your paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, at least want to make them even, but you know what? That doesn't matter either. And I was talking and doing at the same time and counting, so that, that is never a good combination. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they can be, varying shapes and things like that. I'm here to prove that it just doesn't matter. That's my goal. All right. And one last one. Now, the reason I was recommending to turn your paper or your tile, whatever you're working on, and have it whatever way is easiest for you. But if you have, so that way you get the spokes coming out and they're radiating for the most part. It's like it's the best chance for me that I can get to have them all look, like they're coming straight out by doing it this way, versus, because I have done it where it's like, oh, let me just, even if it's straight lines, come out, I don't need to turn it. No, I don't, and it just, there's something different about if you have it like the way I was doing it was facing me, right? And then turning, so that way I'm always looking at that same angle, doing the same stroke in the same direction. It just makes things beautiful. All right, next. All right, this one, it was just interesting. And this one, I did separate out just one of these strokes because I was, I had to look at it for a while. And it's probably just me, but I had to look at it for a while. And so here's what we have. We're going to start, so pick a spoke, any spoke. I'm going to pick this one. From the little point here where your, C shapes meet, we're going to just come out. It's kind of a C shape, but if you just watch like that, it's kind of like squaring it off ish, because we're curving that, and it's not quite a let's call it a squared off C shape curve line. Does that work? Okay, that works. And this, you can have it come, just as far as you want. We are going to do both sides. So this side, I probably shouldn't be going this far, but we're going to just continue the way it is. And okay, next time I'm going to try to make those meet up together a little bit better. But what I noticed was she has us doing this into the crevice. And then you could essentially almost make a straightish line this way. I don't know. It's just one of those things. You almost have to play with it first. That's what I was finding. And then it's like, oh, I get it. That kind of thing. And then still, it doesn't matter how it's going to turn out in the end, but it's really, really interesting. Even just this, this stroke, the shape that having a curve line, and then, you know, it's kind of like an L, I guess. I mean, just that alone is just really, really interesting to me. All right. And then two, again, it doesn't matter, you know, whatever this ends up like, because in the end, I should wait till I'm done with this one. We will not remember, oh, what looked bad about that one? Oh, I don't remember. Look at, it's just neat. You know, which is also why we should just, you know, never judge a tangle by, oh wait, yeah, never judge a tangle by a stroke. I don't know. I'll have to work on that one. Because a lot of times we start making decisions. Oh, it's going wrong. Oh, it's no. Stop that. Don't say that. Just keep going and see what happens. All right. Next, we're going to essentially do the same thing on the other side of that. We'll call it the scallop line that you created. And then this one, you can have it. Wait, where's my first? There's my first one. Come just as close as you want to the next one. Like that. I don't know which direction I want to go. Let's see. And two, I mean, you can kind of shape these as you go. So like, it's like, oh, this seems like it's going to be now too far apart from what I want. So you could extend it a little bit over and then just merging those together. You know, like I said, it'll all work out. The other thing I noticed with this one is that it seems like I'm angling. I'm not continuing this line out straight here. You're doing it kind of straight-ish, right? So it's almost like it's bent this way. I say it's interesting. I was fighting myself with it. My, you know, one side of my brain was like, wait, that doesn't seem right. You should be going straight. No. And then, you know, I had to go back and look. And like I said, it's just super interesting, super fun. But it is neat how you can, like here, you can just slightly overshoot if you want to have it be closer to this, and then just tying it together with kind of like the takeoff and land concept. This one, we're just landing. The takeoff is a very short runway because we're just starting from that one point, right? But as you come down, you can merge it over. And then, of course, you can, you know, we can go back, we can redefine lines, we can add some thickening if need be. This one, the only one thing is that you really do have to start at the center. I meant to mention that before, because that was one of the things as I was examining this. I'm like, well, you know, do you start at the top? Would it be easier to just like make this line? And I was like, no, because it's neat. It's interesting with all these little, you know, bumps and whatever direction that it ends up taking. And that's it. Except to shade, play, have fun. All right. I do like that. This is another one. What I didn't really need to move that in order to add the shading. I could start at any one spoke, but apparently my eye was set on this one. So hence I moved. It cracks me up every time I do that. It's just so funny. Because it, you know, especially when it like this, when it doesn't matter. And of course, you can have whatever fun you want to have, you know, playing, shading with this. I mean, honestly, if you did it big enough, it turns into a reticula, right? And you could put little fill-in patterns in there. You could put other tangles in. Oh, look at, just, okay, stopping right there. Wow. I just love the shading. It's just so magical. It never gets old. Actually, I think I was joking on a call. I might have even reiterated it on here. That if it ever does get old, somebody take my pens away from me. because that is just super cool. That's really neat. Okay, let's see what else can we do. Well, we could, and what I'm thinking about is the graphite remorse potential, but let's just do it on this side here. Let's add here. We'll do it on one. We'll do it on the other ones too, because once you do one, you kind of have to do them all, but I just want to see. That is neat. And I think for the most part, I think I have room on this side too. Yeah. Neat. So that it curves that edge and tucks this underneath here. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Oh, this one's going to be tight. And yes, I'm just doing the one side because, oh, I hear I can continue around the back side. Because when at all possible, it is always a good idea to have the tip of your pencil on the line that where you want the shading to be the darkest. Or I like to think of it as that, as well as the line I don't want to have the graphite go over. And then the same thing with the Tortillion. Oh, just look at that come to life. All right, now, there's the other side. I'm like, where, oh, where? There it is. Oh, that's just neat. And it's just a good practice type of thing to do. You don't have to, because if you watch my videos, you'll know I don't all the time do that, because sometimes I just like, I'm apparently being lazy, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to turn the tile 100 times, so I'm not gonna. And sometimes, like, and the idea is, if I'm reaching over, like here, if I was shading this and I'm reaching over, it's hard to see this. So it increases the potential for oopsies, and we don't like those. Now I'm just feeling the need at the moment to just fill in. Which way do I want? Yeah, let's do that. See if I can get a little shine in there. Very little. Well, I can make this bigger if I want to. So since I'm filling, I just think that it just needed a little something. Isn't that cool? All right, and then I'm going to add, let's just add some fun to the outside. We'll just kind of an aura with what's left on the Tortillion. As I'm running out of juice on. But you know what? You can do something like this. If you have something that's a little too dark, you can pick up some more graphite. Ooh, see, like that. And then always keep turning it. This is me reminding myself. And then if you're doing something like this and you're like, okay, I've run out of graphite on my Tortillion, you could spread some on the back or on a scrap piece of paper, and then, you know, put your Tortillion like it's a palette, like you're dipping it in paint, but you're not. Isn't that neat? It's just very, very cool. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please click on the like button, and if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, you will find links to the step outs. I always do my own version and then link to the creator of the Tangle, so you will have that. I always think it's good so that way you can see it right from their hand. I've got, you know, I've gone to other videos actually in search of the original step out and have a hard time finding it. So I just think it's important to put it in there. just so you can see what they do. And then their samples are usually amazing and all of that. Some put variations in, but anyway, so you will find those there in the description. Also, below that is my link tree. So if you'd like to connect with me, all of the information is there. You can go to my website where you can follow my blog, see the types of classes that I put on, and I don't quite have anything yet where you could like sign up to register right there, especially for the free classes. At some point I'll get to figuring out a good way to do that. But in that link tree, there are a couple other places. It says classes on Eventbrite, classes on Meetup, but also on Facebook. So you'll have a link to my Facebook page. And then also to our Tangle Addicts community group. So if on top of you'd like to connect with me and maybe you want to tangle online with a bunch of other tanglers, we do that every Thursday, twice on Thursday, 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. And then we take the fun, and it's free, and we take the fun over to the group and have that's like 24/7 Tangle Addicts fun. But if you want to join, want to let you know, there are 4 questions that you must answer in order to gain entry. Just want you to know. Let's see what other fun. I do teach on Tuesdays as well, same start times. The 3rd Tuesday of the month is called Tangle Time. That is also a free one. The other Tuesdays have some sort of fee. I have the first Tuesday is club member exclusive, and if you really like Zentangle and you think you'd pay for at least 1 class a month, take a look at the, it's like a subscription type of thing. But take a look at it, it's worth the money if you think you'll pay for at least 1 class a month, because it's essentially all access to all of the online content. So let's see, what else is there? Yeah, and then you'll see the types of classes. You'll see that on the website. All right, so with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.